Okay, so looking at a new example, example 4, let's simplify the square root of 54. So in your mind you think, I'm skipping over 1 because 1 goes into everything. Does 4 go in? Does 9 go in? Does 16 go in? Does 25 go in? Etc., etc. So 9 is a factor of 54. So I'm going to rewrite this as 9 times 6, which is 54. Take the square root of 9, which is 3. 3 radical 6, or 3 times the square root of 6. Okay, here's another one. Square root of 192. And so here you might want to use your calculator and just see if you can divide evenly by 4 or divide evenly by 9. So I see 4 goes in, 4 times 48, but 48 is pretty big, and I know 4 goes into 48 again. So here's a little trick. If you know that 4 goes into 192, and you know 4 times 48 is 192, but then you know 4 goes into 48. If you multiply those two 4s, 16 is a factor of 192. So I'm going to rewrite this as 16 times, and I'm dividing on my calculator. 192 divided by 16 is 12. And actually, that's not the biggest then, because 12 still contains a perfect square. But I'll do it in 2 steps. It's not a big deal. Square root of 16 is 4. So 4 times the square root of 12. Now 12 can break down into 4 times 3. So the square root of 4 is 2. That 2 multiplies by the 4 that was already on the outside, and I end up with 8 radical 3 as my final simplified answer. And then sometimes you'll see that there may be a number that's already on the outside of the radical. So for instance, example 6, you may see negative 5 times the square root of 500. So there's already a negative 5 multiplying out there. So whatever rational number you bring to the outside just multiplies by the negative 5 that was already multiplying by the radical. So 500, I don't have to think very much for that one because I know 100 is a factor. So I'm going to rewrite that as 100 times 5, and 100 is a perfect square. You can copy the negative 5. The square root of 100 is 10. That 10 multiplies by the negative 5 that was already sitting out there, so negative 50 times the square root of 5. All right, so we'll do a couple of these in class today also, and tomorrow, which will be due after your exam, we'll look at how you handle variables inside of the radical. Okay, thanks. Bye.